In one of their communication here, Makerere gamba, bwe muba mujja mujje ne following. Bwe muba mujja, these letters I'm going to give you, sorry, these are between parties, but this has become public now. Makerere says, if you are coming, come with the following. So, when someone says, we seized, the thing was here, people were taking it. And they were given instruction, when you do, use it like this and this and this and that. Spray your cows and see whether you have results. Take a picture before, take a picture. So, to me, I think it's unfortunate and mishabias to release the analytical laboratory report to the media houses, to everybody, and to the scientists in Uganda and abroad, so that they can look at what they found, because we don't have it. They're the one who have it. They're the one who claim it has this and this and that. And then they also explain to us, where did Mukene came from into our product? Because I can assure you, our product is organic, it doesn't have Mukene. Angeze Robert Kayanja, ni musumba wano, ate ndi mulimi. Ekizibu kye tulina mu Uganda, ebimu ku bizibu bye tulina z'enkwa. Enkwa eza buli kika zimazeewo ente zaffe, zirwaziza ente zaffe. Teri mulaalo oba teri mulunzi atafiiriddwa nte olw'enkwa. Abantu bagezezzaako naye enkwa ziganya. Ekyo nno kyeffe kyekyatuleetera okutandika okunoonyereza. Ddala mu Uganda wano tewaliiwo kantu konna ke tuyinza kukozesa bajjajja baffe bakozesanga ki. Yina okusoma tusomedde ki ne tutandika okunoonyereza. Nga tunoonya kintu kirala ne tugwa ku kintu kye twalowooza nti kiyinza otuyamba. Era bwe twakigwako tuga kyandituyamba ne ku nkwa, tugezeeko tulabe. Twagenda okulaba ng'enkwa ezibadde 100 zifuuse 2, ng'endala zigudde wansi. Ne tweyongera mpola ne tutandika okulongoosa n'okulongoosa. Magezi g'Abaganda. Kakati ku lunaku lwa 31 Disemba nga tuyingira omwaka, twalina wano enkuyanja y'omuntu mungi ddala. Abantu ne bagamba musumba, ku luno nga tonnasaba birala, ekisookera ddala nkwa, ente zaffe ziggwawo. National Drug Authority, Dr. Jean yennyini yali wano yaŋŋamba nti Uganda efiirwa ennyana ebitundu 3 ku buli 100 buli mwaka. Oba ekyo tekyeraliikiriza abantu, nze kineeraliikiriza. Ebitundu 30 buli mwaka ennyana zifa. Ekyo kyogera ky'emyaka 10. Tunaba tukyalina ente. So nimugamba na okusaba tunaasaba. Naye nze nzikiriza sijja kubasabira busabizi. Nze wange navumbulayo akantu bepo kayinza okubayamba naye kabwereere era kali organic. Ye statement yange era tujja kugiba what I said that day. Abantu ne batandika okujja okunona. Bwe bajja okunona ne bagenda ne bakomyawo results. Owange kikola mutwongere, twalese sample ntono. Yabwereere tewali kutunda. Kati tuba tukyali awo, NDA, National Drug Authority nejja. Tebali ku program, but we entertain them. Bajja abantu nga bana batano. So I had to cancel my program. Nenzijjawo bye nali nkola ne mbetataining. Nibugabe, mbadde simanyidde okubeerayo gye muli. Muzuukuse kaakati. Ke mutunoonyeze ne mujja kati. It was a very good cordial meeting we had. Nga meeting y'abantu bannayuganda, first of all, nga bannayuganda balina ekizibu. Bo bakugu, balina mandate, naye osanga ne solution tebazirina. Omuntu wa budde yagirina. Okumalira nga tugatudde tufune meeting ey'okubiri the following week. Kale jjukira ntandisa 3 mu lumu bazze after 10 days. Bwe bajja after 10 days ne bajja ng'ennaku 10 ziyiseewo ne tufuna meeting endala yalina okuleeta abantu basobola okunnyonnyola take-off kyeki abaali nga mulabo nga babikolako tebaaliwo, waliwo abantu babiri bokka. Kati bagala olukuŋŋaana luno tujja kutugasa. Musumba tuzeewo n'emirundi ebiri, kati mwe muba mujjawa ku charge ku National Drug Authority. Tubeera wano bwe tutiina wali n'abakulu baffe bajja kubeerayo ku Lwokubiri naye ku Lwokusatu bayinza obutabeerayo. Naye baga nti bannange ennaku ezo nzibu. Kati meanwhile bwe twasooka okumiitinga ne Dr. Jean ne mwami Abiase yali mu meeting ne tukkiriziganya ku bintu bino. Number 1, obutayongera kugaba. Number 2, obutongera kukozesa. Number 3, okuteekateeka ebintu byaffe. Ne batuwa nti no mujja kwetaaga omuntu ono n'ono. Ne batubuza data mubadde mugikolekitinga mutya. Era Dr. Jean yaŋŋamba nti nabadde ku radio ne mpulira ng'oli agamba gundi obuntu bwe twakuweereza okuva omusumba Kayanja bwakola naga bwakola bannaye mu nnyongero obulala naga that's no scientific data. Wateekwa okubeerawo enti yali efaanana etya, ani yakola bwati, bakoledde ebbanga ki, bafuuyidde emirundi emeka, byonna nga biri ku lupapula. Naga tika byonna pasita byokoze kuba tewajja waffe ku ntandikwa, byonna kati tugenda biddamu. Naga naye tuyinza okukuŋŋaanya byemulinako ne tutandikira awo ne tutatandikira wansi. These are the meetings etubadde n'abantu bano aba NDA. So n'agamba mwe temusobola kwekuŋŋaanyiza kwemakinga, totula bibuuzo ne weemakinga, mufuneeyo omuntu ali independent asobola okuba makinga. Kyekyampaliriza mu bantu bonna ne ŋŋamba tugendewa Makerere University tubawandiikire ebbaluwa tubasabe bajje baevaluatinge, because that's the request, to evaluate, to give a scientific evaluation of. Bwe tubawandiikira ebbaluwa enkeera twabawandiikira nga 19. Bwe tumala okuwandiika nga 19 ne batuddamu ng'ennaku z'omwezi 20 ne batugamba nti abakugu mu bitongole byonna bajja kukuŋŋaana bateese ku nsonga yaffe balabe oba banaatutwala okutukebera n'okutwetegereza ne bye tukola. Nnaku z'omwezi 20 tuba tuli awo nga batuzeemu endala tulindirira. Nnaku z'omwezi zaali 25 nga batuwandiikira nti nga bwe twakkiriza okutwala ki ensoga zammwe ozeetegereza mujje nga 27, this is January, mujje nga 27 muleete n'ebintu bino. Era babitugamba wano ne bagamba please come along with the original project proposals, details of records of research process, data collected and analyzed, samples of R&D materials used, tick-off products and researchers' CVs. That was our first meeting. Kati bwe mu meeting yali ya ssaawa emu kuba bali bantu bali busy. Ne bagamba meeting tuzirina wano minutes ez'olukuŋŋaana olwo bino twali tubiteeka ku mireere etu naye tulina okubiteekako kubanga ebintu byafulumye wabweru nga bijjudde obulimba bungi. Kakati mu meeting gye twatuulamu nga 27 zino ze minutes bano be bantu abazituulamu nga 27 January 27 z'ennaku mmeka kati okutuuka 27 si z'ennaku 10. 10 days from now, 10 days from now, mu bantu abaatuula mu meeting ey'abakugu Makerere kwaliko n'omukyala gwe bayita Dr. Pamela Aboyo nga wa National Drug Authority. Si ffe twamutwala bali abakugu bagamba katulete no national drug abeerewo nga tureceiving ebintu bino n'okubyanalizing. Those are 10 days zennaku 10 eziyise okukakana ne tubagamba ebintu bye mwatutumye tuleete tetusobola kubireeta kubanga tetunafuna memorandum of understanding. Tugenda kukolagana tutya, ye tutambula tutya, ye fees zetunasasula ziri mmeka okukebera ebintu bino kubanga balina okutambula eggwanga lyonna bagezese oba ebintu bino bikola oba tebikola, balyoke batuwe ekintu ekiri awamu kyetusitula netutwalira National Drug Authority nti owange abantu bano balina akantu ke bavumbudde oba si tebalina kye bavumbudde. Kati netukkiriziganya jukira tuvuddeyo abiri basayininga balooya baffe n'abalooya ba university nti bwe banajja bakole empapula zino zombi non-disclosure agreement obutamala gafula byosanze na kino ki ekyokubiri basobole ekyenkolagana nabo. Kakati jukira aba NDA bali bagambye tujje wano nga asatu mulumu tubeere ne meeting. Kati Miracle Center yadde tusaba nnyo naye nokukola tukola n'obuvunanyizibwa tulina ne programs tuzitegeka. Tulina amasomero, tulina delegations ezijja wano yadde abamu temujja zikavalinga. Kati asatu mulumu nalina delegation eva in a neighboring country ng'olunaku lwonna bamaliza meeting baddeyo asatu mulumu. Nkubira Dr. Jean namugamba Dr. meeting zetwategese zennaku ebbiri tekijja kusoboka tuzongezeeyo we meet. We need to meet no meeting abakulu nabo mbalabe nemugamba kirungi tujja kujja ati tugagawo. I know we are talking to people tugera nabo for some time. Kati ugenda okumaliriza ku Thursday we make contact kubanga 2 days I was so busy. Thursday we make contact and Dr. Jean nemugamba Dr. Jean nagamba pastor we have a problem. Twatestinze product yamu ng'erimu obutwa both to animals and humans. Jangu nemuga Dr. Jean nyingira kati nina funeral ya elder, one of the elders of the church yafudde abantu bavudde bweru nze ngenda conducting a service. I can't come now, but what about tomorrow? Nalwo luli busy kanzije ku Saturday kubanga muvumbuddemu ekintu ekyo kinkakatako okujja naye kanyigirize ku Saturday abatamanyi Saturday abantu bane embaga 17 meka tubeera na schools nenga makanzije ku Saturday nagafere tukola ku Saturday katulabe next week. Firstly from Kenya wano busy. Tuesday twagenza okulaba nga mwami abiyaza DN bayiyewa n'amawulire baze ne polisi akola press conference. First of all nze simanyi bantu gye bava munasonyiwa okukigamba ekyo naye tosobola kuyingira mu nyumba ya muntu n'otandika kukwata kamera without permission. Number 2 tosobola kujja wantu omuntu akulese n'otayogera naye gwe n'okyusa kukyusa obwenyi n'ovuga n'oddayo. Ekyamugobye speed teri akimanyi kuba talina gweyogedde naye okujja kukola ekyamuleesa. Nengamba nti oba kati agenza kangende maaso ne programu zange bano bazze kumpulira nti wayi batweetinga kakati nti mwagaana mwa breaking communication. Kati namwe mbawadde genesis of the journey nabo bennyini ekirungi bazzeemu ne batweetinga nti bakuba ekifaananyi wano nange omuntu ali hostile atakolagana namwe mukuba naye ekifaananyi so kyenvudde ngamba bwe nti ekisookera ddala ffe tetulina mukene mu product yaffe kimu product yaffe eri purely organic ekyokusatu abakulu bano bwe bajja basookera nga baagala kumanya biki bye twateeka mu tikof era ffe twabaddangako katulaga tutya tugenda tutya Dr. Giri nakomawo natulaga naye ngaekigendererwa kyabwe baagala kumanya kikirimu nitubaka tetusobola kukibawo tetusobola kubabulira kikiri kirimuli ago magezi gaffe ffe mukikakase tujja kubalaga nga tutuuse mu laabu eyo mutegere nti wama ekintu kino kikola kyava wano wekazi nemututerako omukono obanga bwetunababuulire obligation kijje nina naawe nti onookuma byenkugambye ekyo teryayinza kikola mu Amerika ne Bungereza newa netugaana era bwetwagamba ne Makerere titumale kusayininga mpapula then tujja kubaleetera byonna byemwagala so ekyokugamba nti bali tetukolagana nabo nti twagalawo communication ekyo kya bulimba we as busy as they are and probably more busy. That was one. Ekirala kyembadde nja kutegeera bannayuganda nti temulekerawo okuyiiya bw'osalawo okuyiiya okweyamba n'okuyamba abantu abali bajja kuyita amannya mangi bajja kutuma ebintu bingi bajja kuvuma naye ekyo tekikutiisa kubanga singa bali abali bayiya covidex nabo batya tetwandi mufunye ekyokusatu tetuli batujju tetuliiwo okgenda kutta bannayuganda era tetugenda kikola ekyokuna take off tetumutundanga tetwagendera kukola sente ffe twagendera kweyamba ffe osanga neggwanga nga tumaze okuyita mu mitendera ekisembayo nti tubadde oba tetukola mitendera mituufu oba tubadde tunoonya mitendera mituufu nakyo bano abakulu nkibanyonyodde entambula zaffe zitambudde okuva NDA lwe yajja wano kyenva mbakubira omulanga mu abayiiya n'abawulira nga mulumirwa eggwanga mugende mu maaso muyiiye osanga tunajjamu ekyo n'avaamu ekinayamba eggwanga lino naye ngaenfa zikyatuliko ngaendwadde zikyatuluma ngaenjala ekyatuluma tuteekwa okubaayo n'ebintu byetukola ebinataasa nebaza Katonda nti twagenda Karamoja nga abantu bafa kati tebakyafa twagenda nga bafa njala kati bakungula emmere mbazaamu amaanyi mugende mukole muyiiye Katonda ajja kutuwamuza ebigambo oyo Abiasa ne NDA ebigambo ebyo binene bisaasanidde ensi yonna biriko obutemu sina butemu bwokka buliko butujju sijja kuyita na butemu so yensonga lwaki balooya baffe basazeewo batwale NDA n'abakulu abo n'omukulu we mu kooti era emisango gye bajja gimulaga gye yazizza. Ekirala yafulumiza report naga nti bavumbudde ebintu mu product yaffe. Simanyi oba mu abamawulire mwalabyeko ku report eyo ey'abakugu gye bafulumiza nti mu tick-off lino lwe lupapula ng'omuntu bw'ogenda mu ddwaliro bakulaga kiro kyekikuluma kino nakino kisanze wano. Yabitubulidde bubulizi nti mwabaddemu mukene, mwabaddemu kino na kino, nsaba kubanga naffe tetunagifuna bagituweerezeeko oba namwe abamawulire bagibaweereze mugifulumye eggwanga limanye nti mu kintu kiri ekyo ekya tick-off bino byetwasanzeemu, kubanga Uganda erimu n'abalala abasoma ebitundu ebirala bakebereko balabe kyebasinkanye muki mugundi. Era kyensaba abamawulire mubabeereko babawe ku ripooti eyo mu kifo ky'okwogera obugezi tusanzeemu kino tusanzeemu kiri kati ngaekimu nze ekyemasa okuvumbula era kyempakanyo kyekya mukene. Mukene yazzeemu ati n'olwensonga eyo ffe tetuli batujju, tetugenda kutta bannayuganda, tetugenda kunyaga bannayuganda byabwe. Era luliba lumu ente zaffe zigenda kuwona enkwa ezizitawaanya. Kubanga twandibaire tetugenda mu bitongole bya gavumenti nga Makerere nga NDA n'awalala wonna gye tugenze. Sirowooza ng'ebitongole nti birwanyisa abanoonyereza, naye bannayuganda tebasaanidde kulwanyisibwa nga balina kye bayiiya. Bisumulule naye ekiseera nga kituuse era tujja kubayita musobole okulaba abantu bennyini ng'oli ayogera nti wange this thing works, obanga agamba nze ez'ekika kino zikyantawaanya, yedeta gye twali tulikola ki tugatharinga tugitwaleyo. So yes, we have good data. Amen. Amen. English. Hello, my name is Robert Kayanja, a pastor and a farmer. I know by now you are aware that there have been both on the internet and print media, news media, concerning a product called Tick-Off, and the report that came out of National Drug Authority. I'm here to clarify on few issues that I believe are of a great importance But first, I want to give you the genesis of where we've reached here. That we all know the problem of ticks in Uganda. And I've been a farmer for now several years. And we've lost a lot of animals to ticks. According to National Drug Authority officials, Dr. Jane told me that Uganda loses 30% of our calves to tick-borne diseases. That is alarming. In the next 10 years, if we go on this trend, we'll have no cows. The problem of ticks is not a one person's problem to solve. It is a national and now a regional problem. So our farmers, our members in the church, we decided to try to find our local remedy, because most of the time the problem we have are locally grown and can be locally solved. So we landed on something organic which began to bear results in what we were doing. And we improved and we improved. We tested it on our farms and we saw good results. As we were doing that, the people who visited our farm, they said, wow, this is good. On the 31st of January, 31st December of 2022, we had a large gathering of people who came here. And the number one prayer request was not cars, was not what, was ticks. We are losing cows, we are losing ticks. Among the people who have owned cows, I mean, you can't miss 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 without hearing a story a day that I've lost my calf. I've lost my cow. And so I said, why do I pray for people? Why do I pray for ticks to go? When I have something that I know is working, maybe the people can try it as I've tried mine. And guess what happened? People said, free. We are on record. I said, we have something organic. It is for free. Come pick a sample, use it, but bring us the data so that we can see what's happening. Because ticks are different. There are dog ticks, there are these barabara, ticks are different. So it may work on one and then another one. So, and the people begin to bring great reports. And I think even National Drug Authority was told about it. So I think it was in the second week of January, National Drug Authority came, if not the third. They came, they said, we want to see you. They were not on program. We allowed them, they came. We had a great discussion. In fact, I told them, I said, now you've woken up. Where have you been? They said, we are always there. I said, me, I knew the human drug side, but not the animal fat drugs. They said, we are the same people. I said, no problem. So at the end of it, they said, you know, when we go, Pastor, when you use the product to the people without authorization, that product is not viable. I mean, it's viable, but it's not authenticated. So what we ask you, wherever you had given it, stop using it until we verify and it goes through the proper channels. We agreed. They said, we'd like to meet your scientists and everybody else. I said, no problem, but we just come out of Christmas. You'll be able to see them. Those will be around. So we scheduled the following week, another meeting. But on that day, what shocked me was they were asking first question, what is in the product? What is in the product? We said, no, we cannot give you what is in the product. It is our intellectual property, but we will, as we go on, we sign memorandum of understanding, non-disclosure agreement, then we can be able to elaborate. So they left. They took the remaining samples, which was here. We had no problem with it. There was no scuffle. They signed for it. They left a receipt. We'll keep it until you are cleared. They came back the following day. They were supposed to meet some of our people who were in the lab developing this. But because one of them was out of the country, another one was still in our country. So what happened was they were not going to be productive because we need these people to take us through. Let's do this. We've been here twice. It's time now you come to National Drug Authority. Now we are approaching the end of the month of January. Now, when they came the first time, they saw us the procedure of what we need to do. And one of it, something that we needed to do, is the data correction. He said, you can't correct your own data. Someone else independent must correct your data. So you need to have an independent company to correct your data. Otherwise, you may, mark yourself 100% when you've received 10%. That was very logical. We agreed. So we sat with the people, and I said, I think the neutral ground to take on this and go in the community, they have the manpower, they have the technical, how they do the science, is Makerere University. So we wrote a letter to Makerere. And the letter was requesting to conduct a comprehensive scientific evaluation of our product, T-Cough. We wrote this letter on the 19th of January. Today is 7th. Yesterday was 6th. But the letter is written on the 19th of January. On the 20th of January, Makerere University replies to us. And it's a scientific evaluation of the product called T-Cough. He said this is to confirm that a meeting of key scientists involved in the CIN network and at the Center of Biosecurity and Global Health will take place on the 24th January 2023 to consider your request and to plan for the next course of action. That is Makerere. He said, this is to invite you and with your team of researchers for a meeting scheduled on Friday, 27th January 2023 at the conference room of the Center for Biosecurity and Global Health, Veterinary College, Makerere University. They told us the meeting will start at 12 noon up to 1 p.m. So it was the first meeting. So it was not going to be a long meeting. But because of so many mitigating factors, we ended up going for 4.5 hours, covering every area. Even the point of saying, we cannot disclose what we have until we have the following things. Number one, until we have a memorandum of understanding, the work plan, as well as the non-disclosure agreement. So by the time we finish, here's the minutes of that meeting on the 27th. And among the people who attended that meeting on the 27th, there was Dr. Pamela Aboyo. I'm sorry for using her name, but because these people have come up and said, we've not been connecting to Makerere, they don't know us, and National Drug Authority, we cut communication. She was in the meeting, Dr. Pamela Aboyo. in the meeting of the 27th January 2023 at Makerere University. If they didn't know about us and what we do, what was she doing there? We didn't invite her, we didn't take her, we found her there. And we agreed that both lawyers of the company that produced, which is called CPM Wave Organics Limited, which is responsible for Tikoff, their lawyer and the lawyer of Makerere University will draft both the documents, and they will share it, and we will share it, and then we sign a memorandum Sunday. Remember the dates is Friday, 27th January. We had already talked to National Betting on the dates to meet. They insisted we meet on Tuesday the 30th or the 31st, Wednesday. I expressed to them before they left that those days are too busy for me. It's the beginning of the new year. As a head of the ministry, I'm needed in so many meetings. We are building budgets. We are laying down strategies. We have a delegation from South Sudan, from Kenya, from Northern Uganda, from Karamoja. That whole week's 2 weeks, end of January, in February, will be difficult for me to attend the meeting. And some of the people are just flying back in the country. They have gone for the holidays. So we said it will be difficult. But let's see whether we can have the meeting. So Monday evening, I called Dr. Jane. I said, Doctor, tomorrow we can't meet. She had wanted us to go and meet the entire executive of National Drug Authority. And we said on Tuesday, we said, no, it can't. She said, what about tomorrow? I said, even tomorrow, it will be difficult. But let's see if Friday or Saturday, not Friday, Thursday or Friday, and on Monday, can we push it? She said, no, we can't push it. This thing is very urgent. We need to do ABCD. I said, well, I'll call you. So Tuesday came, Wednesday came. Thursday, I called her, or she called me. And I said, you know, doctor, she said, Pastor, can you come? I said, I cannot come. She said, it's important that you come. I said, I can't come today because of 1 or 2, 3 things. Number one, I'm running a funeral of one of our senior elders has passed. The family has come from overseas. I'm the one conducting the funeral service. And secondly, I have a delegation from Kenya. I have a delegation from South Sudan. They are here. I cannot come. She said, what about tomorrow? I said, I cannot come Friday, but I'm willing to come on Saturday. And she said, no, we don't work on Saturday. That was last week. That was last week when someone said he cut off the communication. When last week we were talking. That's a lie. Then Monday came, Tuesday, we saw them here with the camera people, police, having a press conference in our compound. Now, also, he wrote and said we denied, we refused to give them what was in our product. No one gives you his intellectual property. On the first day of the meeting, you've come, you've identified yourself, they asked the same thing. That was the only thing they were interested in. What is in the product? What is in the product? For us, we said, okay, what is the process? We are not going to give you what someone worked for years. We give it to you like this. There has to be a procedure. Lawyers of National Drug Authority, our lawyers, must be able to agree, and then we said, we are handing over our findings to you, and this is the person. So, she said, we have found something dangerous in your product. I said, okay. You should come and see. I said, I'll come. I'll come and see. But right now, I am busy. So Tuesday he came with everything, and he started broadcasting and holding press conferences. And I believe, to me, that is misbehaving. You don't walk into, no matter who you are, whether you are president or anybody, you can't walk into somebody's property and with camera people and you start broadcasting from there. That is unethical. Number two, if he had he come to broadcast from here, that was the purpose, or he had come here purposely to either to see me or to talk to me, I don't know. During the course of the event, he packed his bags and, I mean, their cameras and everything, and they took off. He didn't talk to anybody. An hour later, we are seeing his tweeting. He said, technically, what he accused me is terrorism. And that's how our lawyers are taking it. That we produce a product to kill Uganda's property and lives of people. And so that's why we decided to file for criminal charges and also take them to court for defamation. Because the press release, all of it is about Pastor Kayanja, not about the product. Everything is about Pastor Kayanja. Thirdly, I want to assure Ugandans that we did not put any chemicals in the product. Our product is 100% organic. I said it on the 31st, that if anybody has a problem with ticks, he can come and use the product. And it's organic. Point number two, we did not sell the product. I told on the 31st everybody, it is for free. And none of the people we have given our product that we have charged money. Because at the end of his press release, he he clearly stated that we were taking advantage of poor farmers. From last week on to yesterday, knowing very well, as I've shared with you, that definitely when you go to a National Drug Authority, they are not going there to do your preliminaries. You must have your science together. Their work is to study what you've done. Their work is to approve what you have done. But you must have all your works together. That's why we opted to go to Makerere University to do the scientific evaluation. We are not yet signed a memorandum of understanding. We have not even started the work. They haven't even received our product. So, lastly, in our product, he accused and stated we use mukene. Let me assure Uganda, we have no mukene in our product. I don't know what lab where he took the products, and the lab told him there is a mukene here. We have no mukene in our product. Our product is organic, and we insist that every component there is derived from an organic item or items. Lastly, I've been involved in Uganda for 40 years, whether in Karamoja, whether COVID, whether food, taking food to South Sudan, or helping people in the community. We are not criminal. We are not terrorists. We cannot produce a product that will hurt Ugandans. They told me on Thursday that our product had some dangerous chemicals. I have not seen the report, the analytical laboratory report, even up to today. And I don't know whether you members of the press, you have received the report. So I take NDA and Mr. Abiyaza on a task to release that report, because Ugandans, there are so many vets and scientists, so that they can also look at the report and evaluate and see what their findings are. So, therefore, I wanted to comfort Ugandans. We are not criminal. We have never been. We landed on something that is seemingly to be working on ticks. And now we are on to the scientific language of what we discovered. And in my opinion, I would think that because we have been having a relationship with the National Drug Authority, they have been here, they have taken pictures with us, they have come here twice. We are going to start going to their office. What was the rush of making the press conference? And if the product had a problem, why Pastor Kayanja, Pastor Kayanja, Pastor Kayanja, Pastor Kayanja, Pastor Kayanja? Lastly, I want to encourage every innovator in this country. Drugs, TVs, radios, everything we use today, someone had to really go at work and develop something. I cannot guarantee that you will not be smeared, attacked, abused, called on everything. But if you give up, where will we be? I believe the problems of Africa are going to be solved by some Africans. And we need serious people to really do so. There are people who have come out with products. We look at Covidex. It really saved the lives of people. But the journey wasn't easy. So all of you out there, don't hear the news and you are discouraged. And they said, what if it happens to me? What if this happened to me? But I believe, and it's my prayer, that one day, our animals will be free from ticks. I think he came late. Like I stated, the problem of ticks in Uganda is bothering everybody, and everyone is trying to do their level best. If you go to any farm, any local herdsman, they're trying their level best to fight these ticks. So the issue is now in people's hands, because what they've used has not been working. And Ugandans can agree with that. We have a problem of ticks. Now, so we were, and we've been having the same problem. So we started developing something. As I told you, on the 31st, people asked, Musumba, we prayed for COVID, it went. We prayed for this. This year, pray for ticks, because these ticks are like demons, they don't go. We've tried everything, it does not go, and this is what is happening in the country. So I say, why should I pray on something that I have something in my house that is working, seemingly to be working? Why don't I share it with my neighbor for free? So I asked the people, whoever wants can come and pick up a sample, go use it, and give us the data, whether it's working or not. The result was amazing. People were coming. I'm answering the same question of someone who said, have you used it, or have you seen some people, or do you have some people? And that's the data we were gathering at that stage. Then National Drug Authority came in the second week of January. So you could see the period we've been having is within 30 days. Within 30 days of our relationship. Okay? So when they claim that we cut off communication, I don't understand what they're saying. Secondly, I think you had come late. I'd shown our communication with Makerere University, and the letters are here. So we were about to go in signing the memorandum of understanding. Then we will be able to turn on our science and our findings and our data, our everything, so that they do the scientific evaluation, which National Drug Authority wanted. Now, before they even sign off, before we even have our meeting, they're having a press conference. We have found this and this and this and that. What is the source of it? We have added, in fact, they said, the real statement, the product we have has been contaminated. If you read very well what they say. He said there is a product here, but someone contaminated it. In other words, the chemicals are foreign of the product. That they have detected a foreign, somebody had to put something in there in what they claim. And that thing which is organic is mokene. If I understood what the statement was. Which we refute because everything in our product is from that organic source. But they wanted us to give them what is in the product. And we say we can't. That one we can't until proper procedures are done. So to answer your question, whether we will ever share, yes, NDA is the National Drug Authority. You come all the way you've come, you reach the stage of approval, you have to share, but under proper procedure. Not under threat and demand, give us this. What is in your product? We can't. It's the same thing when we had a meeting with Makerere University. The professors were there, brilliant men and women, for 4.5 hours. And that's what we agreed in the meeting. I've shown you the minutes of our meeting, that we're going to start with this and this and this. Now, for NDA, we're supposed to even have a meeting. If we had cut off communication, I believe, a proper procedure, they would have written a formal letter. And I said, we've been trying to communicate to you. You're not either picking up our phone or doing this. But we want you in the meeting because something terrible has come up with your product. We want you on Thursday. And they give you a date, like Makerere has been communicating. We have no letter of NDA. So for us, we are saying, why jump the queue and start having communications? You've taken our product. You don't even know what we have. We handed you over 70-something packages amicably because you said, okay, stop giving it out, stop using it. Now let's start proper procedures. We agreed. We are working with you. We've communicated and working with a very reliable, credible organization for Makerere University. We started our relationship so that we can go on and reveal what we have discovered or what we have seen. So, secondly, where I find it very disturbing, this is science. You can't fight bottle in the public arena. You have to go into the lab. Probably even you write to us, you say, this is what we found. Could you explain? Bring the people who are there. And then we either refute your findings and we say, let's subject your finding and our findings to another lab. So by running to the media, and then your statement, the whole statement, press release, Pastor KAYANJA, Pastor KAYANJA, Pastor KAYANJA, Pastor KAYANJA, what are you achieving? To me, that's where I found it very disturbing. But today, I wanted to assure Ugandans, number one, we are not criminals. We have never done anything or given anything to kill people. Number three, we have a track record on many things we've done in this country. Number three, take off. We've never sold it to anyone. It wasn't to fleece Ugandans or even take money from poor farmers. So that's why our lawyers have looked at some things which are criminal, some things that are legal, and we'll take it from there. But I wanted to encourage you, because such things, if they happen to one person of Covidex, it happens again to another person. People quit on innovation, or even on working or developing anything which might be of good use and good help to the people. We are taking to court the PR, because the one who spoke, whatever he spoke, whether NDA authorized him to say what he said, and NDA as well. Because whatever was said was, it took everybody like a storm. And they have an office where they would have gone and held their press conference somewhere. Not to hold the press conference here and release information. You know, it's defaming a person, defaming the church as well. Because now whatever is going outside, he said, we're manufacturing it at Miracle Center. We don't have a lab here. We don't have a factory here that manufactures tea. This was not designed to either protect the people of Uganda, because takeoff had not even reached over 150 people. Not even 100 samples had been given out. So to alarm a whole country as though, and yet we have got drugs that have failed on the market. And Ugandans don't even know what it is. They are using it. And this you. So if I don't return your call in 2 days, does that call that I've cut off communication? So me, I'm encouraging Ugandans, continue innovating, continue finding solutions for this country. We cannot continue depending on someone else's solution somewhere. Did they seize them seizing anything? I've laid a very good journey, roadmap. From 31st, I announced, we brought the products and we put it at reception. Whoever has a problem of ticks, come and pick. They too came. Dr. Jean picked up a package to use on I don't know whether on her animals or whatever. She took it. But that day while we were talking with them, they said, Pastor, this is a procedure we need to take. Now, this product, we don't know what it is. So whatever is remaining, don't continue using it or giving it up. Let's take it. We even have a receipt where they signed. So when you see something, do you sign receipts that have taken this and this and that? It's another thing people to say something, but people need to learn to tell the truth. There is call me somebody. They will give you the receipt where they signed. And they counted the packages they took. Is that seizure? That we came, we seized? No. It was, do you have the receipt when they took the packages? Do you have a picture?